Wrapper classes. Uh, this is a special type of class in Java which provides a way to use the primitive data types that you learned so far. The primitive data types are such as integer, character, boolean, float, double, and the wrapper classes always provide a way to use this primitive type of data types. You can also say that the wrapper class is a class whose object wraps or includes or contains primitive data types. Okay, so here some commonly used wrapper classes are in this table. As you see, it shows some primitive type here. The character in double boolean long are the primitive type, and for their primitive types, the equivalent reference types are as follows. So these are the wrapper classes for these primitive type of data types. Okay, well, so sometimes, then what is the need of using the wrapper classes? Sometimes we use certain special type of wrapper classes. For example, when working with the collection objects. So to understand the collection objects, let me show you one example here. So the one type of collection object or container is called array list. This is somewhat similar to array, but again it has certain other properties or characteristics. So for using using this type of array list or collection object where we can never use the primitive types such as integer or float, double, character, etc. And we can only here the array list can only be used to store the objects or reference type of variables, not and never the primitive type of variables. So as you see in this example, we have created one object my numbers. So this is the basic syntax for creating the one new object. So my numbers is the object which is being created newly, and again it is one array list type wrapper class which belongs this object belongs to the wrapper class integer type. So as I told you, um, for the int the wrapper class type is integer type. So the same thing I'm showing you here. So this is a valid statement, and through this one array list integer type of my number object is being created. But if we try to write like this, rather than this integer wrapper class, let's say you will use this primitive type int, this will give you an error. Let me uncomment this one and see, it's showing one error. So this should be a reference type. Here we can never use a primitive type of data type here, over here. So this is not valid. I just simply through the object trying to add some 4 integer type of arguments to the array list my numbers. So through the for loop, if I want to print all the elements, let me just save and run it. To this array list my through the object my numbers, 4 elements is being stored to the list. So this is what about your wrapper class. Then let me show you. Okay, well, so how to create and how to declare one array list. Okay, creating the wrapper objects. Let's get into that. So now you understood about the wrapper class, right? So that there are different uses of the wrapper classes and their objects. So let's see first how to create the wrapper objects. To create the wrapper object, we use the wrapper class instead of the primitive type, and to get the value, we just have to print the object. So let's see this through this small piece of code here. Um, Here I have one my int type of wrapper class of variable that is in integer. This is one double wrapper class variable, and character as one again reference type minechar reference variable or wrapper class belong to the wrapper class character. So these are the three values which are being assigned to my int, my double, my char. I'm just, let's suppose you want to print them. So when you run it, first three arguments 5 for my int, my double 5.99 and my char a will be printed in the output. So simply just using the um, object name or the wrapper class variable name, you can just simply print it. So now, as you are working with the objects, so you can use certain methods to get the information about the specific object. So we use certain type of methods or functions to retrieve the value associated with the object. So those functions are these: int value, byte value, short value, long value for that specific type of data types. So let's suppose you are not using the variable name itself to print the value 5, 5.99 and a. In another way, you can also use the methods to retrieve their value. So for, you can just use the object name and the int value, object name, variable name, and the function name, variable name, and the respective function name, and it should print the same thing over here, just printing the value. Now next, we have another one useful method that is called as toString method. So what it does basically, it is used to convert the wrapper object to string type. It can be anything, but it converts that value to a string type of variable or value. So in the following example, what am I trying to do? Here, through this three lines, here I'm creating one new variable, my string of wrapper class string type. So this is a reference type of variable now or object now. Now what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to convert the my int that is 5 to the string using the toString method. So it converts the integer to string. So that's why we are using the toString method. Then using the length method of the string class, we want to output the length of the string. So when you convert the integer to the string, then I try to print it here. So it's, that is why it's printing string as 5. Now 5 as integer converted to string here. It considers it as a string. Now let's say you want to print the length of it. So the length, as you see, 5, the length is only 1. So here it's all about the wrapper classes.